That's it, we are here. Look at that. Broadlands. We are here, we are at Broadlands. There's me fishing wife for the weekend hiding. There he is. So you're going to beat your PB of £12 today then?
Yeah, I think so, hopefully.
Here we are. So we're literally just waiting for matey to turn up to let us in. I think he should be here for about 7:30, I think. So I'm going to try my best and film everything from going in, so you guys know what to expect. I've never been here, but I think you've got to sign in at the clubhouse, dip your nets, your boats and everything else. So I'll try and get as much footage of that as I can, and then we'll get all set up. So I'll see you in a minute. Looks like some of these are the captures that they've had. £38 plus would be a bonus, wouldn't it? Fingers crossed for one of them. Right, so guys, when you turn up, you'll come up across a little bridge. There's obviously where you check in. You're gonna dunk all your gear. You know, I've got the landing mat, net, sling. Don't forget your bait boats. So dunk all this. Dave in the shop there, lovely chap, just signed us in, gives us a bit of info. So yeah, all good so far. Right, let's get all the wet gear back in the van and let's get to the swim. Mine's 16, but quite close. But Dave was saying, because it's so close to the river's merged into sort of the lake. I don't know if you can just see that. That's where it drops off. So that's the edge. So that swim is off for maintenance. So I've got a nice little bit of island at the back to go in. You just see how much it's flooded out of it, but it's not a problem. You got all this bank, so quite a lot to put your bivvy or whatever. There's Jack next to me, peg 17. So I'm not gonna lie, it's a bit of a walk, but where the ground's a little bit boggy, trying to push my wheelbarrow with one wheel, there's a bit of a, you can see where I pushed it. It's really knackered me out, but there we are. So I'm gonna get myself set up and then I'll be back. But what a beauty, what a beauty. As you saw right at the beginning, there's quite a few named fish on the board, so hopefully we can bang one of those out. So this is Jack with his lucky mascot.
He's gonna do it.
So I haven't got rods out just yet. Trying to recover from the bloody walk. Jack's already got a bloody tea or coffee on the go. Got to go back to the van and get a few more bits yet. Only my heat sleeping bag, my food bag and like my rucksack. But I'll tell you what, we're bloody lucky. Look at that sun. Mate, I'm excited. Just got to wait for bloody slow coach here to finish his drink so we can go back to the van and get a few bits. So guys, the rods are set. I have got a wicked white barrel over strawberry in mixed wicked white, halves and wholes as usual. Yeah, focus. There you go. Back edge. Middle one is strawberry barrel, or strawberry wicked white barrel over strawberry whites and wicked whites again. That one's in that cove. This one I found a gravel bar. I think it's about 18 foot out roughly. Sort of, I don't know where my finger is in the water, sort of, so to speak. Just there, so I put it a couple of foot in front of these reeds, probably about where my finger is now. That is, Dave was saying that pineapple and banana have done well, so I put on a pineapple ester over the top of Asbo on that one. So we're all set. Fingers crossed we can produce something. But it's a bit, like I say, it's a bit flooded at the moment, but it's actually not too bad. Dave did say that this water level should drop back down by later on. As you can just see, that's the edge there, so just got to be careful that you don't take a dive. And as you guys know, I like the kingfishers, and I've already seen one of them, so hopefully it brings a bit of luck. Look, you can see how far the lake goes back. It's actually massive. That's another little island just there, and obviously this is the big island in the middle. So fingers crossed, we've got a couple of gents just down there, so I'm all set up. I have to say, actually, Dave on arrival been fantastic. We're on the meal, not meal deal, but sort of like, we've obviously got the meals included. So we are here from Friday morning at 7:30 it opens. We're here until Sunday morning, but we've added on a day ticket till 5 PM because we didn't want to be up and out of the lake at 7:30 in the morning. So, but he said that because you get breakfast and dinner included, I have got a picture of the menu, so I'll put that in just a second. But he said we can have breakfast this morning, or we can have the breakfast on the Sunday morning. And for dinner wise, you've got to ring him before 2:30 to give him a ring and obviously order, so he knows what he's cooking. So yeah, but like I said, I'll put the menu in now. But from what I remember reading, it was chicken madras, rice, naan bread, or you got chili, beef chili, rice and nachos. I didn't get as far because that's what I'll be having. So, but yeah, it's all right, this, isn't it? Beautiful, absolutely stunning. Wow. There you go, you got Jack in the background setting up. But just there, as you can see it, that's the toilet, and there should be a water outlet next to it. So that's only sort of, what, 5-6 swims down, I think. I believe they don't deliver to the swims. I think it said online they did. I didn't ask Dave, but I don't mind. We'll pack the rods in for an hour, go and get dinner, eat it, give the swim a rest. It's not a big issue personally for me. But yeah, so just fingers crossed for me, and obviously for Jack. Hopefully we can bag one, but it's looking good. So I'll get back to you with an update soon. Right, the rods have been out for a few hours now. 3-4 hours. You can see the water's dropping now, which is good. There's hardly anything now, look. Right, just a bit hesitant, I'm a bit worried that I might be sort of snagged up in some twigs and God knows what, so I'm just going to recast, well not recast, but reset the rods. Own peace of mind, because obviously if I drag them in, there's twigs and stuff, I'm going to have to alter where I put them, etc. Not even had a bite yet. Early days, early days. Right, let's get them reset. lovely mirror, caught on the iso cream barrel wafter over a bed of chopped asbos. We're off the mark. Let's get her weighed and put her back. God. Landed one. Hopefully we'll get a couple more. Fingers crossed Jack gets one as well. But we've done it. We've landed one, so that's a blank saver for sure. Oh, so happy. When you come to a place like this, you know, we come on a ferry, come over here, you know, there's a bit of anticipation about whether you're going to catch one. Is it going to be, not a waste of time, but you spent out the money to come across. Are you going to catch something? But when you do catch something, it just over the moon. So, I mean, like I say, it's Friday. It's about 2:30, 3 o'clock, I think. Without looking at my watch, but we're here until 5 PM. Well, got until 5 PM on the Sunday. So, you know, there's still plenty of time, but we're off the mark. So yeah, I'm over the moon, over the moon. That was about £18, I think it was. Bent the bank stick over, but you remember I was saying there was a gravel bar, and I put it sort of, I don't know, 3-4 foot in front of the reeds here on the gravel bar with asbo. You know what I do, the chopped up the holes and glugged with an iso cream wafter over the top. And that's it. That's what landed it. So excellent. Right, let's get this rod back in on the same spot. Bloody hell, what an amazing dinner that was. I mean, I was expecting it to be reasonable, but that was amazing. I had the chili con carne. I asked them to have it with chips, not rice. Oh, bloody amazing. I'm gonna have the same again tomorrow, I think. Jack had bacon, egg, chips and beans, and that looked pretty good. Not my cup of tea, but that looked good, so I think it'll be the same again tomorrow. Oh, and he got a can of cider and 2 small cans of like Pepsi, whatever it was, and it was like £5. We literally just got back to our campsite. No, obviously we just got back to the swims. Mate in the cafe was saying yellow's a good colour, so I'm just going to switch things up a little bit. Now that I've had one, I don't mind sort of changing tactics a little bit. So what I'm going to do is put yellow on one, and I've got some Ester blend, which is like a orange tangerine sort of obviously flavouring. And he was saying a little while ago he used to use Nash tangerine, I think it was, so assuming they'd be orange. So he's saying orange is a good colour, so let's switch up a little bit. I'm going to put one back on the gravel bar. Apparently at the moment people are saying just either side of the gravel bar, they're feeding just offside it. Good news is one of the big named fish got pulled out of here yesterday. Brunner got pulled out. I think it was £40, 5 ounce, I think, something like, I can't remember that. Can't remember. So hopefully he's still hungry and he's wanting some more dindins. So fingers crossed we can get a named fish. That would be amazing. Anyway, obviously I've had to take the rods out, so let's get all set up and get them in the water. So then guys, the rods are back out. The left hand rod is in the back cove. It's got a yellow barrel, which is pear drops over the top of asbo boilies. And then the middle rod has got a Ester blend on it, orange barrel over asbo again. And on the right hand rod I've put it back onto the gravel bar, which I've put an OG black on there, and I've actually put that over the top of the Wicked Whites / Strawberry Wicked Whites. So I thought the contrast and colours, obviously the white and black, hopefully might help. But yeah, so hopefully I'll see you in the middle of the night with a fish, or even in a couple of hours. I mean, it's only sort of 6:30 now, I think, and it's obviously pitch black. But let's see what tonight brings, and I'll see you soon. Another mirror. Dead on £20. That was a Ester blend over the top of Asbo. It's so cold out here. Good morning, guys. I had that one last night. I said it was £20. It wasn't, it was 17. I forgot to take the sling off. God, but nothing else has happened since that fish. But this morning it's 3 degrees outside. When I caught that fish last night, it was 4. So yeah, that probably doesn't help. It's all a bit frosty this morning. The water levels dropped back down, as you can see. My rods and everything's not quite in the water now. That's good. So, I'm not going to reset the rods just yet. At 8:15 I can ring through for breakfast, so looking forward to that. Not sure what I'm going to have just yet. I think Jack's going to have the full English. I might have a baguette or something, I don't know yet. I'll have a look at the menu. So, yeah. So I've just gone and picked up breakfast. Gone for the full English. I think it's 1 egg, 2 sausages, 2 bacon, hash brown, beans, and 2 slices of toast. But it looks really good actually. But yeah, I just rung it through, and I think it was an hour before I could go and collect. Yeah, it's piping hot. I'll give you a little glance of it when I get back to the swim, because I can't wait to eat it. As promised, a little. I've just chucked the butter in there just to get it a bit melting. See my toast sliding onto the floor there. Fucking hell, that looks alright, doesn't it? I mean, consider it's on the bank. Coming to you with a monster. Jack's just poured the kettle for me. Just look, what a view to have breakfast. Right, let's eat this up and catch some more carp. That's gone down a real treat. That was really nice actually. I'm quite funny with sausages, but actually they were quite nice. So if you're a bit funny with sausages, they should be all right for you. But yeah, it's gone down real nice. Got me coffee. You know I mean business when I've got the sunglasses on. So let's get back to fishing. So guys, not much is happening today. It is Saturday. The time is, I'll get my watch to work, 10 to 2. I recast them this morning well, not recast, reset them this morning. Moved position slightly. But I've changed tactics ever so slightly. My right hand rod, I've now put a Ronnie rig on that. That's down on the gravel, just around. Hold on, let's see if I can show you. About 4 foot out from these reeds, just over a little bit more. I've gone for Asbo with a strawberry wicked white pop-up trimmed down to get it balanced nicely. Middle one, I've got a pea fish barrel, and I've almost filled up the boat with pea fish, getting feeding. There are some big cats in here as well, up to about £90 I think it was. So I'm in that back cove there. Well, actually, I'm not in that back cove there. I'm forward about 6 foot, I think. I mean, it's a bit hard to tell the distance from obviously this side. And my left-hand rod, I've got it in front of these hanging branches from the tree, and probably again 4 foot out. So my left and my right should be on or just on the edge of the gravel bar. So yeah, we'll see what happens. So yeah, Jack's had about 7 bream through the night. You think he had another one earlier. So he's a bit hacked off with that. Real tough going. There's hardly any signs of fish where we are. There's been some round sort of the top of the lake up that way, when Jack had a walk around a bit earlier, but obviously we're booked on these swims, so we can't change. So yeah, so I just changed up the tactics a little bit, see if we can land another one. The weather keeps changing here. 1 minute it's sunny, next minute it's a bit cold and windy, and then it's sunny, and then it's nippy again. It's not helping matters, let's put it that way, but just fingers crossed. I really do hope Jack gets one, bless him. You know, I've been there, it gets a bit disheartening, but it's all part of fishing, unfortunately. But he's having a good time. You know, probably getting fed up with me. But yeah, so not much is happening. So it's a bit quiet on the front here. But again, if anything happens, I'll keep you updated. So until then, I'm just going to order some dinner and I'll speak to you soon. Right, we've come back from dinner. I had chilli again. It is lovely. So I've obviously reset the rods now, in the same places basically. I believe I've done exactly the same as what I've done in the previous butt. Actually saying that, I think it's the left hand rod. I've put a matching Asbo round wafter, or wafter, or whatever you bloody call the things, over the top of the Asbo. So that's now matching. But fingers crossed, we can get one. There's no point me showing you much, it's pretty dark out there. It's only 5:20, ready for bed already. But yeah, sorry it's not been very productive today, guys. It's been very hard at the moment, very hard. There's been the odd sign, but I don't know if it's carp or if it's fry fish or what. It's just a bit of a hard water today. So fingers crossed we can get one in another few hours. We got until tomorrow. So fingers crossed, I'll speak to you soon. There we go, guys. Third one. P-fish barrel over P-fish. An ounce shy of £20. Right, let's get her back. Good morning, guys. Final day today. We've got until 5 PM. It's currently 7:30, I think. As you saw, I had that one last night on the P-fish barrel, over the top of P-fish, just sort of like 2/3 of the way into the lake. I did have a little bite on the Ronnie rig, but nothing came of that. This left-hand rod, the whole weekend I've been changing spots. I've not even had a bite on it. I mean, that one's currently sort of down here on the edge of the gravel bar. But yeah, absolutely nothing. Poor Jack's not had anything last night or this morning, but we've still got about sort of, what we got? So we've got about another 10 hours as such. I mean, we got to be actually off by 5. That's packed up and off by 5. But yeah, we'll be fishing until, well, we're gonna give it till lunchtime. The sun should come out. I mean, because it rained early hours this morning, so everything's a bit wet. So the sun should be out, I think it's about 10, 11. So hopefully that will dry some stuff out. We're gonna start packing a few bits down slowly. Gonna keep, obviously, the rods in the water and just start packing up bits. So we're probably gonna actually start walking stuff back about 3-ish. Something like that, I think. But yeah, so fingers crossed Jack can get one. But yeah, everything I seem to catch, no matter where I go almost, is always under £20. Always under £20. I mean, better than no fish at all, so don't get me wrong on that. But I'm trying to beat the PB, 23.5 I think it was. So I'm trying to beat that, but you know, keep getting close to the 20s. But so yeah, guys, I'll keep you updated obviously as anything happens. About to order breakfast at 8:15 to pick up for 9:15. What I'm going to try and do is when we do pack up and go, I'm going to have a walk around the lake and show you guys where everything is. Just give you a sort of a tour of the lake and the little lake at the bottom, or lower lake as they call it. So I'll see you soon, guys. Hello, Mr. Robin. How are we? You're going to bring me a fishy today. Right, breakfast is ordered. It's going to be ready for about 9:30. But yeah, that's been ordered, and the rods have been reset. So I've taken the Ronnie back off that, and I put a slip D on that I normally use. And this time what I've done, that left-hand rod, just sort of 2/3 of the way in. Middle rod about 2/3 of the way in, and then the right-hand rod is about 2/3 of the way in. So, and I've gone for P-fish on all of them with a P-fish barrel. So let's see if that produces another fish before we got to go. Jack's got the breakfast this morning. I've got bacon and egg baguette. Oh, that looks alright, doesn't it? Very good, very nice. Right, bit of ketchup. Right, just an update. Breakfast was bloody lovely. I've like toasted the baguette as well, so it's just had that little crisp to it. Very nice. I've caught 2 bream. Right hand rod went off. Look, it was like a bream bite. Picked it up, felt a bit heavy. And it seemed to, I don't know if it was snagged or what, I'm not 100% sure, but it didn't want to come. And then it come forward a little bit with a bit of weight on it, and then come off. So I got a bit of a feeling it might have been a bream or something. Had a take on the middle one twice now, but again I think they're bream. It sort of bob and shoots up and sits up the top for a few seconds, and it drops a little bit, then it pops back up, and so I reel it in, nothing on there. Done it a second time. Again, the same scenario. Picked it up, started reeling, felt a bit heavy for a second, and then nothing. So I reckon it could be that the bream just got the sort of the hook bait just in its mouth and not obviously hooked. I use size 4, so I don't want to be catching bream, so size 4 sort of helps. Just the hook's just a little bit too big for their mouth, that's all. Anyway, I'm going to start slowly packing up. As you can see, I've got the, oh, let me show you, the social cap on. As you see in one of the last videos. Yeah, it's alright, it's nice, sort of have this extra space, but the condensation in it is ridiculous. I mean, you do that, you just see all the fucking drops just drop off. So, but yeah, you know, hopefully you might be able to bag one more just before we do go, but we're going to pack up shortly because there's meant to be some more rain coming, so I'm just waiting for the sun just to dry off the majority of it. And so hopefully we'll get all that packed down before it rains. So what will be left is obviously just the rods, mat, net, you know, that the usual bits. So until then, I'll update you. I'm not going to film any bream because it's not what I'm here for, and I'm sure you guys don't want to see bream. But one of the breams I did catch was about £3, I'd say. So I wouldn't say it's all right, but better than a tiddly little pound thing. But yeah, anyway, so I'll keep you guys updated. Right, that's it. It's the end of the session. It's done all day Friday, all day Saturday, obviously, and most of Sunday here. Honest opinion, yeah, it's good here. I like it. You know, Jack's had a few bream, unfortunately no carp, but he said that he would happily come back once he's chilled out. But no, I'm glad we've caught something. That's the main thing. Even if it was just Jack that caught a carp, yes, I'd be a bit annoyed that I didn't. It's just the game, unfortunately. But yeah, definitely come back. It's a thumbs up from me. But yeah, I mean, it's been quite difficult, quite tough going. I've had a walk round. If you watch the end of this video, I'll put a link in for the walk around the lake, because I don't want to keep this video too long. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I know there's a spot I'll definitely go in next time, and that would be 117. Nice little bay there, so if we do come back, I want that. In the meantime, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment below, subscribe if you haven't done already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!